Hello everybody, welcome back to more Bloodborne. In theory, this video should be fairly short. We're going to go through some blood gem farming. Now, to do exactly what we're going to be doing here, you will want to have PlayStation Plus because we're going to be doing some chalice dungeon searches which are going to give us some very favourable drops. If you don't have access to that for whatever reason, you can just run the gauntlet of the chalice dungeons, but if you want to be running an arcane build, you are going to need to be getting these blood gems. So at least you'll see an example as to the amount of power you're going to get and the kind of blood gems you're going to want to be looking for. So first up then, these two graves here are very, very similar. In fact, exactly the same right at the beginning. The codes are a little bit different. You'll see bottom right there. I'm going to have this in the description as well, labeled up ready for you guys if you want to be using these. This one is going to be good for fire and bolt gems, and this one is going to also drop arcane. This can also drop fire and bolt as well, so you may want to just start out with farming this one, which is the upimjwpq chalice code. We're going to head on in and I'm going to show you guys what we need to do once we head inside. Okay then, so once we're in, obviously we're going to be faced with the usual. We've got a light lamp. You should have a door that will want you to open it, but I've already obviously been through here a couple of times, and so therefore the door is already open. We'll have the next lamp just over here. Now something that's... oh damn, that's a bit unfortunate. You probably want to teleport in at this one then, if you want to reset this. Something that's going to make this a little bit quicker as well is to bring some bolt hunters marks. That way, once you've farmed the enemies, you can just use this. You'll appear back over this way. And then you can just kind of come out here and continue farming the enemy that we want to farm, which is these two enemies here that we can see just below. Feel free to fire a pistol shot or two at them. I'll grab their attention. You can have both of them at the same time if you want as well. And we are going to abriatas them off of the ladder. Apologies to anybody that doesn't have that, but that is the plan. Oh my gosh. We're going to take some damage now. This has gone real wrong. That's you knocked off. There we go. It still worked, that's funny. And then now they'll keep on coming up the ladder and we can continue knocking them off. Now it is a little safer to be on this side, but sometimes it can mess with their pathing a little bit, which I'll hopefully show you guys here in a second. Come on, next one. People are watching. Where's the other one gone? Sometimes they're de-aggro, so you do have to keep an eye on them. One down. As you'll see, we get a lot of echoes from this as well. Where is your friend? You need to be careful the rifle boy doesn't aggro. He can be an annoyance. Come on. Ouch, do you have to? Someone else is through there doing the same. There's also another rifleman over that way, so you do have to be careful about not getting ambushed. This is going very poorly. Where have you gone? Let's just walk out for a second. See if we can't reset the situation. I'm sorry this is taking longer than it probably should. I'm going to show you guys some other bits and bobs in a second as well. Where are you gone? Are you under there? Can't see where he's gone. It's really weird. Let's go down and have a look. There he is right there. Yellow backbone. Damn it. Wow, you've actually aggroed. Not aggroed. Glitched. Really weird. Yep. There we have Cursed Tampered Blood Gem. Obviously not the exact one that we wanted to see, but that is what you need to do. Obviously, as you can see, they will drop healing items and that kind of thing as well, and a megaton of blood echoes. So you're going to want to repeat that, get all of the blood gems that you want. I'll show you what I've got on my weapon in a second. So back in the Hunter's Dream then, you guys will be able to come over this way. We can go to the Bloodgem Fortification. And the enemies that we will have been farming at this point are going to drop us the radial type of blood gem here. The Waning one we're going to go ahead and take a look at in a second. We can only really farm the bolt and the fire one. I can't find one where we can farm the arcane Waning gem, and the only one I can get on here is the droplet one, and we picked this up earlier in the playthrough, so I can't remember the exact point we picked it up, but it was pretty recent. So we're going to want to farm up some pretty strong ones of these, particularly as the old fire one they had right at the beginning of the game just isn't going to be cutting it in terms of damage amounts. But as you can see, between the curse gems that we've got on and the waning one here, 503 in bolt attack, over the 200 already for converting over its damage, so pretty good. 703 altogether. And that could probably go up a little bit as well. Now, because these are cursed, these are going to come with a downside. So you'll see in the list of blood gem effects, for example, the top one has bolt up by 21%, bolt attack up by 12.5, that's a physical number, and then increases stamina cost by 2.9%. I actually think the stamina cost disadvantage is the most manageable one. The ones where, like let's say for example this one, the kin down by 10% is usually bad depending on what it is, right? So if you have a fire gem, for example, if you're going to be fighting beasts and you get damage against beasts down, that's real bad. If it's damage against kin though, not so bad. So those ones can be workable depending on what they are, what they're on. Probably wouldn't have that on the Arcane one. In addition then, you have the weapon durability. Having one negative weapon durability isn't too bad. Weapon will usually last a decent amount. 2 is pushing it, 3, don't do it. So kind of save that as like a, oh, I found an amazing pairing of stats, and so therefore I want to keep that one. It's also worth noting as well that you can actually get some where it's differing elements, and whilst it's okay, you still get the, let's say you get a bolt gem here with 12.5% bolt damage, but then plus 12.5 fire. You will get that 12.5 fire, but because it goes through a second defense, it will actually do less damage. So just bear that in mind. So the last one that I want to show you guys then is a fair amount harder because the enemy is much more difficult. But this is how you can farm yourself some stronger waning bolt or fire gems. I don't feel like you need it for the Arcane one. The one we get in the game is pretty strong already, and doesn't come with any negatives. It's this one really good for that very reason. So once we're inside this one then, I just want to reiterate the code for this will be in the description. It will be labelled as the Waning Gem Farm. You're going to come over this way. Again, recommend that you set this as your respawn point, as it's pretty close to the enemy that we are going to be farming. But this enemy is a pain in the ass, so make sure you've already got good damage on your weapon in case you want to be using it, and all that kind of stuff. So, over this way we have one of these red glowing guys here. Now, it's very tempting, in my opinion, to try ambushing him, but there is a bell lady that's going to be sending spiders at us, and that makes facing this guy a real pain in the ass. So ideally, you want to take advantage of the fact that we can knock him over with the Abritas, deal with him as such. It's dropped me Sage's hair, of all things. Wasn't even a gem. But this is the guy that you want to be farming to get yourself Waning Blood Gem. And I feel like I want to cut to the next one. Let's repeat this guy. Okay, let's have round 2. I want to at least have one correct elemental gem drop for us. Come here, you. We're gonna get around the corner. Be really careful because his attacks are obnoxious. Can't believe the damage they do. I'm stuck. Oh my god. Okay. Especially when it does that one that has hyper armor. And it can spam that as well, which is a pain in the ass. Get out. Still no gem. I am having a bad day today. I promise you, he drops the Waning Blood Gems, and that's where I got mine from. I assume that's why there's so many deaths here. People are dying to this guy, farming his gems. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. Our next boss is going to be Murgo's Wet Nurse, which is going to be the next episode. As far as I can see on his wiki page, it's weak to all of the elements, so we're going to be having fun with that. So hopefully I'll see you all in the next one for that.